Let me paint you a picture really quickly. You and your friends decide, a big group of your friends, decide that you're going to go to a haunted house that just so happens to be abandoned for 12 and a half years, ever since the big fire. You just have this huge house that's supposedly haunted and abandoned. Everybody stays away from this house, everybody believes it's haunted. But you do not believe it's haunted. You don't believe in ghosts, you don't care about ghosts. All of your friends do, but you don't. Regardless, you go with your friends because you didn't want to go on your own. It's a bit scary when you go to an abandoned building by yourself. What happens if there's somebody there and you can't do anything? That'd be bad. What happens if there was an animal that attacks you? That'd be bad. So you go with your friends and you go at around 6 p.m. in the winter time, so it's nice and dark. You and your friends bring out a flashlight. And when you're in the building, you hear a floorboard creak above you. You think it might be a person, you call out, but you hear no response. It could be an animal, but you don't really think about that. Your friends are already thinking, oh my gosh, there's ghosts here, there's ghosts here. And then you hear another noise to your right, and you worry that there's more ghosts around you. But whatever, your friends are bigging up these noises right now. They're actually scared of this ghosts there in the building. You're still a little bit ignorant and naive to the fact that there might be ghosts in the building, but you keep plodding along with them. You keep plodding along, you go upstairs, and then you start hearing bangs downstairs. You start hearing like random creaks and almost like things going into walls and stuff. But instead of your friends thinking it's just the wind or the branches brushing against the roof outside, they think it's a ghost on the roof. They think it's a ghost on top of the tiles, the hole and the horrible weak tiles. And they're really scared now. They're like, oh my gosh, there's loads of ghosts, there's loads of ghosts. They really want to leave this group of people. And then you begin to get scared. Even though you don't believe in ghosts, they're almost slowly but surely converting you to believing in ghosts. Imagine if you surrounded yourself with these friends. But instead of believing in ghosts and an abandoned building, they believed that smoking weed's good for you at a party. And you went around with them. You, as this person who's like, nah, none of it's good. But then you went to a party one time. And you were like, oh, the party's not that good. And they're telling you, oh no, it was good because of drinking. And then also because of weed. And then they begin to slowly influence you and warp the way you look until you are a changed person. And now you love parties, you love drugs, you love everything bad. Imagine that. Or in other words, the whole moral of this story is whoever you surround yourself with, whether it be people who are afraid of ghosts, people who party all the time, people who are really academically successful, you are more than likely to become part of their group and one with them if you hang around with them. Let's say I was somebody who really disliked rugby, which isn't true. But then I started going out with these people who liked rugby and I had to play it because they didn't have a football there and I can't just go out with them and not play rugby. So I'm tagging along with them. I'm trying to learn the passing and everything. I'm really crap and getting laughed at all the time. But I'm slowly learning. I'm slowly beginning to enjoy the sport. Imagine if I hanged out with a bunch of people who knew stuff on how to make the best chocolate molten lava cake. And they taught me you need to do this technique and that technique. You should do dry and then wet. Mix it all up together, put it in a case, cook for 2.5 minutes and blah, you get the point. They taught me this secret recipe that their grandmother had taught them. And then I begin to adapt it and actually try and tweak it with new things, like I can add a pinch of cinnamon, I can add a bit of salt on top. Sounds really weird, but I'm going to try these things. I'll become really fucking good at molten lava cakes just because I hang around with people who are really good at cooking them. You see where I'm going with this? Whoever you hang around with is the person you're more than likely to become. If I hang around with millionaires, if I hang around with 100 millionaires, a whole group of them, and 10 people got successful off of one crypto dump, but the other 90 people got successful off of random things. He got successful off of affiliate marketing. He got successful off of being a professional salesperson for his personal brand. Whatever the scenario might be, I am more than likely to learn from them and absorb the most important parts and then become a millionaire myself. If I surround myself with millionaires, I'll become a millionaire. If I surround myself with fucking benefit, druggy bastards, I'm more than likely to become a benefit, druggy bastard myself. So be careful of who you surround yourself with. Take care.